Genetic mutation? What happens when DNA goes wrong? How can one tiny change in our genes affect everything? Let's learn together. A gene is a section of DNA, also known as the genetic code. Our genetic code works like a blueprint for our bodies. Just like how Lego blocks can build different things, our DNA builds and controls everything in our bodies. What is a genetic mutation? A genetic mutation is a mistake that happens during DNA copying. These mistakes, called mutations, can change how the body works. Some mutations can be harmless, while others may cause problems. So, what causes mutations? Sometimes, DNA makes mistakes when it copies itself during cell division. Other times, harmful things like radiation, chemicals, or even viruses can change our DNA. These changes are called mutations. Let's talk about point mutations. They are like tiny spelling mistakes in our DNA. These changes affect just one or a few letters in the code. For example, a G might be swapped for a C. It's small, but it can still have an impact. Let's talk about point mutations. They are like tiny spelling mistakes in our DNA. These changes affect just one or a few letters in the code. For example, a G might be swapped for a C. It's small, but it can still have an impact. In an insertion mutation, extra letters are added into the DNA code. This can change how the entire message is read, like adding an extra word in the middle of a sentence. A deletion happens when one or more letters are removed from the DNA code. This can also shift the whole sequence and cause major changes. A frameshift mutation happens when a base is inserted or deleted, but not in sets of 3. Since the genetic code is read in triplets, this shifts the reading frame and can completely change the meaning of the message. In a duplication mutation, a section of DNA is copied more than once. This means the same genetic message is repeated, and that can lead to extra or too much of a protein being made. Insertions and deletions are special kinds of point mutations. They're like adding or removing Lego blocks from a set of instructions. Even a small change can make the whole message different. Chromosomal mutations are big changes. Entire sections of a chromosome can be deleted, duplicated, or rearranged. Sometimes, even whole genes are swapped or lost. These mutations can have serious effects. So, what can actually happen because of a mutation? Some mutations don't cause any visible change at all, but others can lead to genetic diseases or disorders. Sometimes, a mutation gives an advantage, helping the organism adapt and evolve over time. Let's look at a real-life example: sickle cell anemia. This disease is caused by a mutation in the gene that makes hemoglobin, the protein that carries oxygen in red blood cells. It's a point mutation, where an A, adenine, is replaced by a T, thymine. This tiny change affects the shape of red blood cells and how they work. Mutations may seem small, but they can shape life in surprising ways. From diseases to evolution, these tiny changes tell big stories. Stay curious, and keep exploring the code of life. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and comment below. And subscribe for more fun science content. Your support means a lot.